Hi, this is the Ivy League Astrologer with the December forecast for Cancer. It is already mid-December, but this is for the rest of this month and maybe for things that have been going on already this month. Hopefully you guys can give me some feedback on whether this resonates with you at all. Would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on for Cancers, Vedic Cancers, in December. So the first card out is the Empress card, upright. So that looks like there's fertile stuff going on. There's maybe some good luck coming your way, feels like. Maybe some good luck after a while of not feeling so lucky. But just good stuff happening in your zone. You're kind of grooving, it looks like. Kind of in like a summer state of mind of like a little bit languorous, a little bit like, yeah, things are good right now. And I am grateful. I do feel that gratitude coming from this too. Just, a feeling of a knowledge of the wealth that you have and that you're building on a firm foundation. You're aware of the luxuries in your life. You're aware you're in a really nice appreciative state about life right now. So that's beautiful. You feel like you're wearing the crown, you're crowning your endeavors. So I'm feeling positive about that. So that's great. And then it's also going somewhere. There's a path that's opening up before you. Yeah, I feel like right now you're in the phase of just enjoying your luck, your love, the good things in your life, and there's also a path that's either coming out of the woods or going into the woods. So it's either like you just came through sort of a harder time coming out of the woods, and now you're coming into something nicer, more pleasant, or else it's like you are maybe no. I think it's really coming out of a harder thing. I think there's also the kind of suggestion that maybe there's another path that's ahead of you that you're not as sure of, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means that you're heading into uncharted territory. So that's also exciting. Yeah. I feel a lot about femininity too, about like just the feminine side of life that you're appreciating right now. Whether that's just sensual things, like things in the realm of the senses, or just enjoying your kind of Venus pleasures of the world right now. The next card up is about like a hurt or an argument. That seems like to be something that is just sort of intransigent, intransigent. Something that just won't seem to budge. It's just like an old thing that's kind of stuck in your craw. There doesn't seem to be much you can do about it, honestly. It just kind of is there. It doesn't seem to be raining on your parade, but it's just a little dark cloud in your sky, It seems to me like you've gone here, you've gone there, kind of been thither and yon with this problem. You looked at it from every possible angle, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So, and you may spend some time this month thinking about it or just feeling sad about it, feeling frustrated that it just doesn't seem to be movable by you. But maybe it's not your problem. Maybe it's something that somebody else needs to bring something to bear on, and they're not doing it. So yeah, that's kind of what I feel from the next card too. Like it's like you are present in this issue and you're trying to do something, but it doesn't seem to be something that you can do alone. And it seems like the other people that are involved in this are maybe just there's too many different viewpoints going on. There's a lot of different, you're all kind of looking at the same thing, but you're seeing it differently, and you're not able to find an accord, find a common vantage point on this issue. So maybe you just need to let it go. But I do feel like there's also, maybe for just some of you, or maybe just in general in this situation, there's also somebody who's not bringing something to the table that you need in order to resolve this issue. Like there's some kind of realization that hasn't happened, a realization that hasn't come yet, but that is coming because the Tower is coming after that card. And I do feel like this is somebody else, kind of, but it could be you, Cancer, also. Um, yeah, there's an unavoidable realization going on. It's going to rock your world or rock somebody else's world and change the way that they orient themselves towards you. Um, and whatever this is, it's a karmic lesson. It's something that they need to go through and that you have needed to go through as well with them, even if it's a with them and an apart kind of way. It seems to me like you're hearing that message, or at least you're glimpsing it. And it doesn't just involve you, it may involve a family or a group of friends, children possibly. There's a lot of things that need to come out in the open that are not in the open. There's a lot of secrets that need to be not only revealed but addressed. There's a coming together that maybe can begin this month, actually. Maybe that can begin this month, this coming together. But everybody has to kind of participate in it. And it looks like there's somebody here who's not quite ready to do that. So, or maybe this is a problem that kind of is out in the open, but somebody's still just acting like it's not. They're like, just not going to deal with that. So, if that's the case, there's not much you can really do about it. Yep, somebody's sitting tight on their knowledge and their part in it. Yeah, there's somebody really stubborn here who will not budge. And they're looking right at you. You're looking right at them. But you are maintaining your opposite sides of the fence. I would say don't let it kill your buds, Cancer. It looks like there's a lot of really good stuff going on for you. Let it go for another time. This person may seem to have a, might on their side. They might have kind of a might makes right kind of attitude, whether it's about actual strength or, accomplishments, intellectualism. They may have a standpoint where they're just holding on to something that is kind of beside the point as far as you're concerned, because it seems like this is, an issue of some kind of hurt, something emotional, and maybe an intellectual argument as well, but I would say there are emotions involved, and this person is kind of like, it's like rather than addressing the emotions at hand, rather than addressing the issue at hand, they're like, I'm having a hard time with the example, obviously, but, it's like instead of saying like, it's like you're saying to somebody, you really hurt me, and they're saying, but I'm a doctor, and they're like, okay, that's true, but also you really hurt me, and they're like, but I'm a doctor, I'm a good person, I'm a kind and gentle person, and you're like, these two things can coexist, and they're like, no. It's like they're holding on to their outer identity, they're refusing to kind of release or accept the emotional content of what has happened on all fronts, really. Like, so they're, so I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles, and it's like they just, they're holding on to their truth, right? And they're looking at you, and you can see that, like, they're blocking their heart, they're blocking their knowledge of exterior events, and they're just guarded at every entrance. There's no way they're letting another idea in. And it seems like maybe they won't let it in because if they let the cap off of this, it might just explode. It might just like tear them to pieces or make they might melt away like the Wicked Witch of the East or West or one of those. So, maybe don't push it if you don't have to, but it looks like something you might have to walk away from. Because you may just not be able to change this person. So there's also, it's like something. You have some piece of knowledge about this situation or about this person, but it's like it doesn't even matter, It's like you know better, but your truth is being eclipsed by this person's stubbornness. So it just looks like you're not getting anywhere with that. The next card is the Death card. So it looks like maybe you are able to just leave this behind. And it's kind of sad though, because it feels like leaving this person behind, and this person must be someone important to you, someone that you wouldn't want to just let go of if you're even trying to battle with them about this. But it looks like that's the way, at least for now, that it's going to be. Like there's no amount begging or pleading or whatever that's going to change this situation, and you're just going to have to leave it. And it may be that you're going into some big stuff that you would like this person to be a part of, or you had plans for this person to be a part of your bigger plan, and it's just not possible right now. So, you know, that's a little sad, but like I said, you've got good stuff going on for you. And it feels like what's after leaving this behind is that all this cool stuff is out there. Like, all this cool stuff is happening. And you don't have to... It's almost like you found your place a little bit more. Like, you found your place a little bit more. There's all this stuff unfolding for you. And you don't have to kind of shift your position to fit the company you're in or something, or to fit in with this person that you're leaving behind. You know, it's like you had maybe there was only a certain version of yourself that you felt comfortable showing to that person, and it's like you leave them behind and you're able to be your whole self in whatever new endeavor you're going into. So it's a little bittersweet. It's sad to be leaving this person who's important to you behind, but at the same time, there's good stuff ahead, and there's stuff that is, you know, that you're gonna find a place in that's gonna bring you like big things. Big things are unfolding for you. So, and you know, who's to say? Maybe this person will come back around at some point, or be able to enter into it once you've kind of made this life for yourself. But anyway, so that's what I see for this month, Cancer. I would love to hear your feedback. Let me know if it resonated with you, if anything like that is happening for you. Or if you just have some other comments. Otherwise, I will see you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.